Saying. Sorry, guys. That was some brutal lag we were suffering. Six, 8, 10. This still isn't the smoothest. It's much more tolerable. Why it does that, I have no idea. Alright, 4 done. 3 more to go. We're at the proper angle. There we go. Maybe that'll be better. Welcome, welcome. We're just getting started here. Sorting out our links. We need 7 lengths of 10. 6, 8, 10. There's 6. 1 more to go. Welcome, guys, welcome. We're crafting with some chain. I'll show you guys what we're up to here in just a second. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. So as we are, this is a tire from my wagon. And what we're doing is building chains for it. Okay. Appreciate you guys tuning in. 7 lengths of 10. These ones are 70. And that gives us kind of the perfect ratio. The trick here for connecting them is to start in the middle. So I'm going to start on the 5th one. Like so. This one will connect to this one. Try to get them as straight as possible too. Hey, Christian Truth. Yeah, it's been a long break. Been good, man. Couple struggles, but we're fighting. Took the cats in to get fixed. The one didn't agree with me at all. My fingers hurt. Alright, so 10 from here should be this one. I think I'm gonna preemptively open both ends. I don't know. This is a learning curve too. Yeah, same, man. Appreciate that. Hopefully the new year will be good to us. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm putting these in the 10th one. Just the 10th one. Six, 8, 10. Oh, lost it. Once you get these going, they're not as hard to deal with. 4, 6, 8, 10. Now this one's twisted. Got it. Alright, that's 2 now. One square. If you guys are wondering, that's sort of what one of these links looks like. So it goes around to both sides. And these are tires for my wagon. It's just for a spoof. My other channel, Only Carts. So we're putting winter tires on a wagon. Chain tires. Let's try this view. I'll probably get into that key after I'm done this, but I have to get this done so I can stream on that channel later. We finally got that one to 50 subs. What the best angle here is. Something like that. People can see what's happening. I think here I've actually twisted onto the wrong one. Not that it's imperative, but the more you twist this chain, the more length it loses, and then it's harder to attach to the tire itself. There we go, that should be better. Functional wise, it wouldn't matter, but since we're clearly going for the aesthetic, we'll do it properly. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Hey guys, appreciate you tuning in. connect it right there. There we go, 3 done. And again, we'll just do another swap here. And so these will be kind of like a dress for this. And in the end, we'll get something that looks like that. For that grip, we don't need. We're making good progress on this one. This is the 4th one we've done. Alright, pull this one apart. And we'll count 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If you guys see me screw up, let me know. Let's see, I did it again. I attached to the far side. We'll try again. No big deal. Back out. Let's pull the chain. That should be better. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And connect to this side. Thanks for dropping the likes, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be cruising on to the key next. Here's the key I had been working on. Still thinking of a way to polish this. And then here's the template we've crafted since. We're making a version 2.0. So we've been deciding, and I think we're confirmed on what design we're doing for that now. Okay. Let's open this one. Welcome, Asma. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hopefully we got that without many twists. Yep, not too bad. Alright. Let's do a little recap here. So for anyone watching, freshly tuning in, we've got 2 long lengths of 70 links, and we're connecting them in intervals of every 10 and then 10. And these are going to go around this tire. Little snow traction tires. Like this one. I'll give you a better view. And so this will skirt around the tire, giving us some chain action. Yeah, I don't know if smart is the actual word. This is for a wagon where it will be completely inert and useless. But we have a channel called Only Carts. So we have a wagon much like this that we're putting basically changed snow tires on for fun. So it's for a video we're doing in the future. But challenge myself. I've never made chains for a tire before. Turns out it's actually pretty fun. And from PA, Princess Auto, that's my favorite store. I'm joking. It is my favorite store, though. Let's get some of the twist out of here. Yeah, survival. That's, I mean, you can't go wrong with any sort of survival knowledge. I would agree. Alright. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm in Canada, South Ontario. Princess Auto is a store that sells a lot of cheap, really cheap tools. You like your knockoff brand kind of. That's actually, I think, where I got these tires too. They're like $15 a piece. We're gonna build another cart with them, but first we're using them in this spoof video. This one's not taking too long. The last one took a couple hours. But we were kind of pioneering those, doing the math. And so some of them weren't as easy. And originally it started with 10 bands every 7 links. But it looked a little too bougie, I guess. It didn't look proportionate. It would have worked well. I mean, there's no function to it anyway. But it looked more like a jewelry kind instead of this more rugged. Oh, good question. I forget what size we were working with. 1/2 inch by something. Nickel plated. It was dirt cheap. Alright, let's keep going. We're pretty much done this one. Do you make videos, Christy? Well, make sure I subscribe to you. I like doing that to people who are watching what I do. So after I finish these streams, I come back and find y'all. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And that's sort of how my channel went too. I started with, well, here's something that, you know, I saw. Something that I thought was socially interesting. Then there was kittens under the shed. Then I had like raccoons ravaging my garden, so I started catching them and relocating them. Then I bought a trunk and we started making keys. I don't know if you saw that part. But I made this key because I bought this trunk with these old locks and it didn't have a key, so I just made one that works for it. There's too much stuff on there for it to close right now. It only took like 2 weeks of grinding. You want your channel to be personal? I suppose that can mean a lot of things. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, one more to go. I do have to build a whole nother set of these though. We have 2 wagons we want to do. Yeah, that key, it started as this piece of, I found this on the road. It's some sort of aluminum. Here's another one I sort of started. It was just a blank. I just looked it up online what the actual keys looked like, and then I just kind of roughed one out. I quite enjoy these live streams as far as interaction. Sort of another one. This is gonna have like a heart shape on the inside. My only goal with YouTube is to not make slop. I'm so sick of seeing slop and everybody's videos copying someone else's. It's like you don't have an original thought, so you just revert to, you know, AI or whatever it be. And that's my only goal, is to not be cheap. Because I have so many interests and so many things I love doing. Ooh, what did we do here? We'll have to retry that one. There we go. What looks like the corner? Sorry, I missed. I'm not quite sure what you're meaning there. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, that piece of metal. Yeah, it kind of... Look, it's angled to something. Alright. Well, that's that. Almost looks like some like really exotic underwear or something, but I promise you guys it's not. Well, I appreciate the sub. Like I said, I'll get you back, especially if you're planning to make videos. I like getting in on the ground floor. And now I've learned this lesson. If I do this, it makes that bottom one Easier to hook up. This chain work has made me think of making other things with chain. Mainly like chain link. Some sort of patch or badge to put on something. Done. Chain chimes. Interesting. It's a good idea. All right, we're ready. We're ready to hit the ice now. So that set's done. This one feels loose for some reason. I'm not certain we kept to the dimensions. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, it's not. This last one. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ten. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. That one is an extra one. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I think I have some of these extra ones, and if I link 2 of the other ones together with it first, then take the one loose one off, if I'm even able to get it in there. It might be too much of a hassle. Do it the hard way. So much prototyping happens here. I wish I would have videotaped my first epoxy try. I forgot the molds at the other house and it was late. Boy, do I know about that. There's so much stuff. I'm like, I should have filmed that. I get so excited about ideas and things working. Sometimes I completely neglect the project, like this type of project, where I'm trying to share the project. Especially with that key, trying to make shorts and stuff after I've already done all the work. It's horrible. I'm horrible. So it's not for lack of cameras. There we go. No, it's fine. It had one too many links. It should be perfect now. That one feels loose too, though. It'll be alright for now. Let's scooch these. I feel like Martha Stewart, like, here's one I prepared earlier. Alright. Over there I've got my chain propped up on a piece of dowel. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70. This one's a bit easier because I can just go next to each other here. Yeah, I'm gonna cut these lengths. I'll bust out the files and show you. If you want, I do have a couple shorts that kind of go over it, so you can check those out if you like. Nailed it. Perfect. All right, key action. We can do that. Let me just get some stuff ready here. Use these. Take this off for now. All right. These are my cameras for my regular filming. Just a GoPro 11. And for this, I'm just streaming on the phone. And here's a tip for you. If you're going to start making videos, live streams are like the #1 way to get engagement right now. But you have to film vertically. It's the vertical feed. So these get pushed into the shorts feed. Because I know people with more subs than me who do live streams and they don't get any engagement at all. We got that one. And here's the one we're going to carve into a heart. Again, super satisfying to hear this log. I've had these trunks my whole life, different types of them, and I've never had a key for one. But if you look right here, there's a code, and that code will show you what the key actually looks like. And then based on this width here, you can kind of just decipher how big it needs to be. Yeah, you don't have to be too like stringent about what camera you use. It's usually about the content too. So I just put this in the old knuckle vise here. And with this one I've been slowly trying to make it an oval. And then the oval will come in. It'll be oval on the outside, but the inside will have basically the heart design. Just want a better angle here. Hey guys, welcome. If you're just tuning in, I'll show you what we're up to. We're just getting set up for our second project. So here we've got a key template we've made. And this key goes to this old trunk. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe for me. Let's get to work. Just a bit more angle on that. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, for anybody just tuning in, give you another little tour here. We are trying to make this into an oval of sorts. Slow going, worth the grind. Appreciate all the love you guys give my channel. It's been growing like crazy since I started doing my projects on here. Give you guys an example of what we made earlier. This one was extremely fun to make. These holes were a bit challenging. It still needs a bit of polishing, but you can sort of see in there. Again, these keys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Christy, what are you wanting for your gardening? I call it ASM art because it's kind of sometimes not beautiful. Yeah, that wagon's sweet. The when the sides are up on it, there is other videos of that wagon. I painted the sides gold, and then I put one of these little tires on the back, like a spare tire, like a Jeep. The kids love it too. We're slowly getting it oval. It takes a bit. That pumpkin too, I have. Trying to grow the channel. I'll show you what we're up to here. I have this whole container full. That pumpkin was 77.5 pounds. So I want to start my own pumpkin growing contest. So I've made a bunch of packets of the seeds that were inside. I'd like to get that worldwide. That wagon can hold, I think it's 1,200 pounds. These tires are rated for, what, 300 a piece or something? 330 pounds a piece at 30 psi. We take that wagon, we bomb it down the hills and stuff. It's a great ride. If you want to check out that stuff, again, it's Only Carts. We're on YouTube and TikTok. I need to grow this channel, so subscribing is the first thing. At 3,000 watch hours, it opens up a new feature where I can post external links, and then I can do like a giveaway without getting too personal on everybody, and vice versa. Maybe I should post just a regular post, and people can kind of pre-sign up for them. I'd like to see one grow bigger than mine. Just for the people just tuning in. Here's what we're making. Here's what we made it from. And here's why we made it. Oops. Watch that one. Yeah, Christy, keep safe out there. People are nuts. But as far as the seeds, yeah, I'm saving them. We still got time. I think soon I'll be able to hit that benchmark, though. I mean, I've got like 500 subscribers in a month. It was big. But I towed it around trick-or-treating with the kids. And then I challenged the other dads. So you call that a pumpkin? All in jest, obviously. But there was a couple guys who took it a little personally. And to them I say, grow a better pumpkin. Yeah, I think so. Just a regular little triangle file. What's the case say? 6-inch extra slim taper saw file. This aluminum's pretty tough stuff. Again, we'll give the folks just tuning in. I repeat myself a lot here because the average view of these live streams is 14 seconds. So it's essentially like doing a live short. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. There was... The best video I did was a housing one. Because I live in Canada. An empty... Not an empty lot. There was a... Let me turn the music down here for a second. There was a house on the corner down from me. And it burnt down. And they sold that house on the lot for $350,000. And the people who bought it had to pay to get rid of the house that was there. And then they built a $1.3 million monstrosity on top of it. But that was my best video. The second one is a car one where I polished the car. And I think the third one was one of these keys. It's got like 16,000 views or something. Right? Yeah, maybe I should go give those guys some of the seeds. I handed some out. I live streamed the Christmas parade. I handed some out, traded them for people's candy. I also put a QR code on the back of the packs. Here's one for the other channel. So people could find me. It's like, oh, these pumpkin seeds. Who did those again? Oh yeah, it's that guy who grew the giant pumpkin. My 500 subscriber count was when I impregnated, when I fertilized that pumpkin flower. I learned a lot about pumpkins the last summer. And once it started growing, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm like into it now. I'm putting a blanket over it. I built a cage for it. Hey, I appreciate that. Welcome, guys. Welcome. There, we're at 100 now. Let's give them the tour. Here's what we're aiming for. This one's going to have a different design. We're going for more of an oval with a heart shape on the inside. And then this key goes to these old steamer trunks. Appreciate you all watching. There definitely would be faster ways to do this if I had better tools. I mean, I'm just in the corner of the dining room too. It's pretty cold out. I don't feel like being in the shed. But I could have cut this whole basic design. But I like putting the hand work into it. I mean, just the little details on this makes it truly one of a kind. And there's just a certain beauty to, right? I didn't measure it, I just eyeballed everything. In the beginning, it looked like one of those wind-up keys. And then this trunk, I have a whole project planned for this trunk. It's going to have secret compartments. It's going to have all of that extra stuff. You still have your pumpkins, like, growing? You put them in the backyard on the grill. You figured throw them by the fence. Yeah, they will take over the yard if they do take. They're quite a beautiful plant, though. They're really thirsty, though. And you said PA. Is that Pennsylvania? I'm gonna get a pen and I'll show you. All right. It's gonna have like this oval. However that works. And then on the inside, something like that. So it will be carved through. And then it'll be polished as well. Yeah, this one I just used sandpaper. 600 grit, 800 grit. Then I went to 2000, and the 2000 grit seemed to actually fog it up. So I'm thinking I'll do the 800 again. And then I'm going to get a buffing compound and I have a little wheel for the Dremel. For like a buffing compound, I'm not sure what I would mix. It's been a while since I've had to do any of that. We have a great hardware store though that has all the, little knickknacks. One thing too, I've been really enjoying about this project is there's no rush. This is when I work to get to the end. And these have been so relaxing to make, to just let my thoughts go into it and work for myself, and it's kind of really nice to not feel anxious about getting to the end of a project. Just kind of let it happen. Just a little share for y'all. Because when I do any sort of real work, different color bars of polishing stuff. I'm gonna have to look into this. Going Breaking Bad with cleaning compounds. And if you do burn the kitchen down, and just live stream making some cabinets. I'd recommend it, Christy. I've always kind of been a natural artist. And just an explorer of things. I like to try my hands. And then it fits right in with the keys. I've always loved keys and locks. I have a whole bunch right here. So here's the other project we did. I built a bunch of lock picks out of a windshield wiper from the car. I changed the windshield wiper, and in the windshield wiper there's a little bar. So we pick locks every now and then. But I've always loved keys and locks. And then hacking locks, right? This key started off as a jigsaw drill bit. Not a drill bit, a jigsaw metal bit. That sort of had the little flange on it. And that's how I first got that lock to open. It was the prototype. Some nasty little burrs on there. Yeah. Yeah, you should wait till I get the jigsaw going. There's some real wailing. I try not to make it too squeaky, but it is what it is, right? The first couple days, people were giving me hell because I was nicking the vise. But in the first key, a couple people who do jewelry hopped in, and that was so awesome to talk to people who are goldsmiths. A couple guys who do locks, they were wanting to send me locks. This is quite the community of awesome people. You know, you should. It might be freeing for you to kind of let it all go too, you know? I think the worst thing an artist can do is nothing. You know, it's kind of, if you're given the gift to do stuff, especially create things or transform things, that the gift is our gift, but the gift is to give. And I know it's life can come at you pretty quick. But no, there's no one better to get you up than yourself. My name's Charlie. I don't disclose that often. But you can call me Bigfoot. Christy, before you go make that, I'll show you my other project here. I found this rock. It looked like a foot, so we just used the Dremel to make it into a foot. It's my big toe. We're gonna make a shoe for it at some point, just for no reason at all, except a foot needs a shoe. Maybe a sock first, I don't know. Yeah, the hard thing about jewelry is it's definitely lost a lot of, not value, like people love jewelry, but it's so much easier to mass produce jewelry that's subpar, but people don't really care, like costume jewelry almost. Right? Inheriting grandma's ring and stuff doesn't mean as much as it used to. But hopefully my keys will go passed down to my great-grandchildren at some point. For anyone just tuning in, that's what we're making. That's what this key is for. We're just going with an oval design. Forgive my sour key looking design, but we're going to put some sort of heart in the middle of it. Right now we're just kind of eyeballing out the oval. We're getting pretty close. This side needs a little love. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe for me. It goes a long way. I'm trying to get to a point I can monetize my channel and do a giveaway for my giant pumpkin seeds. I really want to start like a community thing and see how far and wide I can get those pumpkin seeds, and then have like a page where we post our competition. Yeah, Littlefoot. I found it on Lake Erie. It does look like a piece of wood. But I just used a little set of these not diamond, they're just like carbide grit. I don't even think they're real carbide. But I just used those to put the toe and bit of design. That was fun. I'm gonna do more of those, I think. Again, just relaxing. Sit and talk. Oh, good. Yeah, if you leave, for other people watching too, if you leave a comment here, I'll subscribe back to you. But if you go watch one of my other videos or shorts, I can subscribe to you sooner. These live streams take almost 2 days to upload. And I can't review them until then. Yeah, it's nice to get that steady number. It really helps the watch hours. And I mean, here's some of the numbers from the other streams. I keep track of them all because they make me happy. So an average of about what we're doing now, over the 2 hours I'm going to do this, will get me somewhere in the 26,000 views. They get me almost 100 watch hours, and I'll usually get 30 to 40 subs. Some of them go massive. 240 people sometimes. And to me, that's an honor. I don't think I've ever sat down in front of that many people. Yeah, the trunk video is going to be epic for anyone wondering. This is the trunk. I can show you guys inside too. Wasn't a bad find for $5. The only thing wrong is this crack in the back here. And it's just because they use 2 pieces of wood. That's pretty common in these old trunks, but the rest of it's stellar condition. So I'm going to do that up. Give it to my daughter someday. These cuts, if anyone's wondering, are from my cat, who had to go to the vet yesterday. She wasn't happy. bit more on there. A little too much. Yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, if you want me to subscribe to you, leave a comment, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. All right, on. Yeah, I encourage you to make some videos. I think there's a way too, you can tag people in your videos. So you can tag me. Yeah, this will automatically upload. It's the processing that takes almost a day and a half. And then, yeah, you can rewatch the whole stream. You can go forward, backward. You can leave new comments. And then you can watch the live chat. And that's how I'm able to go back and find everybody. Unless they leave a comment on my other videos. Because YouTube is really hit or miss about telling you who your new subscribers are. On mobile, anyway. Just closing in on that oval round. Some pretty good progress on this. And I would say the grinding the middle part out is much more satisfying and entertaining. They've generally been my better streams. I think I did like easily 8 hours just to get these holes in here. And I had it in the vise, was running water on it, and then using the Dremel. Yeah, upcycling is one of my favorite things. Although I like money too, I like spending money. But it's usually on tools so I can make something out of something else. It is lo-fi metal. If you just type in lo-fi metal, that's what comes up. It's nice working music. I like that. There's no words, and also that track isn't copyright claimed. Not that it matters for me right now, but it is. Some music I'd put on, it would be restricted in Russia or Brazil for whatever reasons. They don't have rights to play the music there, and then my stream gets restricted at the same time. So, a little bit of experimenting, we found that. It is pretty generic in a sense, but it's someone made that. That's their creation. I think right here's got to come off a little bit. Again, just doing it all by eye. There's no need for it to be perfect. It's going to be one of a kind. Seaming side mirrors. Yeah, sounds like a factory job for sure. And that's I love that type of work too. I love working hard. My issues with working lines though is I grew impatient of other people. Oh no. Well, I hope your 2025 brings you good fortune. I know I certainly need it. There's a right old burr on that side. Play it like an instrument. Thanks, Christy. Get them. Hey, guys, make sure you subscribe, hit like. I appreciate it. All the love you guys throw at my channel. Here's what we're making right now. And this lock goes to this, or this key goes to this lock. Appreciate you watching. A little bit right here. I'm sure you guys can see more. Yeah, it's hard to tell what's copyrighted and not. I mean, YouTube will recommend videos. I've done shorts before, and it's like, oh, use this sound, and you use that sound, and then your video gets flagged. I'm like, well, what the heck was that even about? Hey guys, welcome. Appreciate you tuning in. I'll show you what this is for in just a second. And again, the repetition is because the average view of these 104 people watching right now is about 14 seconds. Which is fine. I'd just like to let you all know what I'm working on. Appreciate all the viewership. So here's what they look more like when they're finished. The sandpaper did work pretty good. I mean, you can see what kind of camera I have. And again, these go to here. Yeah, no worries. You just know how it is, right? Gotta be a little careful. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Here's what we're working on. We're slowly, surely getting her down. It's almost to the point we can start working on the inside. Yeah, there you go. Guys, if you're watching this and subscribed, go subscribe to Christy in the comments. She's gonna start making really cool videos. Get in on the ground floor. There's nothing like watching one of your favorite YouTubers blow up, too. There's a couple of guys I've been watching for years. Went from 3,000, and then you hit them at the 30,000, and then they're up into the million, and you're lost in the comments, but you're always one of those founders, you know? It's a good feeling. And again, just watching anybody earnest and honestly try to grow and improve themselves is just a satisfying process. There's a lot of cheaters on this website. There's a lot of people without an original thought in their head. So when you see people doing good, give them their just dues. That's my opinion anyway. Encouragement can make people do great things. And I started doing lives, and I'll be honest, because I was irritated. I wanted to do them, but I was irritated that I saw people doing them with zero effort, not attributing anything or producing anything. And I think y'all might know and have seen some of these same people soaking in attention with zero skill. And I said, if they can do that and grow their channels, why can't I grow my channel by doing something actually useful? So I think for some of my first streams, my first one was a music one. I'm gonna plan to do more music ones. I'm gonna set up a song list and do some more guitar. But after that, I started live streaming the dishes. I said, if I'm gonna do it anyway, I might as well live stream it, because people will watch it and talk and subscribe. And then yeah, and then it turned into workbench projects. And again, that's just branches all back to that, the honesty part. There's a lot to being honest. Yeah, just wait till your president gets inaugurated, and we might get annexed yet. But yeah, that honestly is our culture. Canadians are hardworking, truthful, loving people. We get pretty pissed off too, but the whole point of being Canadian is to be Canadian. And we have the same problem as you guys. When you move here, you have to leave everything behind and become Canadian. Canadian first. We're getting to that point. It's getting pretty good and great here. Or maybe I leave it. This does look a little taller now that I think about it. Let's chew a little bit off there. Hey guys, welcome. I'll show you what we're up to in just a second. Christy, got Neil Young stuck in my head now. The Heart of Gold. Who was also a Canadian. There's some pretty good rock stars up here. Well, rock. Neil Young was sort of a rock star. Alright guys, wow, 140 of y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We are building a key with a different pattern than this one, but this is one I did a couple weeks ago. We started doing this project because I bought this trunk and it didn't have a key. So I made one that works. And now we're building another one with a different design. Just so we can keep one away. I know for a fact the second I give this to my daughter, she's going to lose it. Or lock it inside. I mean, when you come here, you keep your identity. But the problems of your cultures, other places, don't matter here. And Canada is a country of immigrants. Just a lot like America. But because we are so widely spread out, the one thing that the unity between us is, like, our culture is that friendliness, is that neighborliness and taking care of each other. And not walking on each other. And that stems from basically the pioneering days. And our lack of firearms. Right now, no offense to anybody, but we're having huge problems with immigration. And we're a country of immigrants. The problem is new people coming in have no allegiance to Canada. They have no... Yeah, allegiance is a good word. There's another one I'm thinking of, but, you know, I know people who've been here 5 years, awesome people, but they're ready to just move away. They vote a certain way, and then they move back to where they came from because they don't like it here. Or because it's too expensive. Things like that. There's no... And the other problems around the world, which I'm not going to say on here. I mean, my heart goes out to everybody suffering. But you gotta leave your problems where they are. You can't bring that to our streets. Do you like Tom Petty as well, Christy? He's one of my favorite kind of Canadian country artists. And we're getting pretty close. It's right here. A little tiny bit right there. Yeah, I love being Canadian. I love America too. I love the idea of America. It makes me proud to be a neighbor of America. I have an American flag. It brings me pride. Secondhand pride. But the true North, strong and free. I was born on the other coast. I was born in Alberta, actually. And raised in BC. Now I moved out to Ontario. There's good parts about every part of this country. Guys, appreciate you tuning in. We're just talking about patriotism and making a key. This key I hand whittled from this piece of angle aluminum I found on the road. And I needed this key because I bought this trunk and it didn't have one. And I've always wanted a key for these trunks and never had one. Now you're up to date. You're all caught up. Here's one we did before. We'll do a little tour of that one too. It's pretty satisfying clunk. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, Christy, it's funny sometimes. Like I said, the average view is about 14 seconds. Sometimes I get a firestorm in the comments. Sometimes it's just quiet. People are, you know, having their lunch or whatever, and they don't care to comment. And I get that too, because sometimes I'll be watching videos and I'll jump in, especially on TikTok, and you jump into a live and they're like, oh, hi, so-and-so, and you're like, oh, what are you calling me out for? So anybody watching, if you want to comment, I won't call you out if you don't want. But there's a couple people a couple regulars. I just appreciate any love the people give me. Still a little flat here. It's because we weren't working with a perfect shape. And I think instead of doing that, I'll take it off here. That works. Yeah, those BC boys, eh? I miss living in BC. I had a gold claim. I was gold panning all the time. Again, should have documented the whole thing. YouTube and like phones were barely they weren't like this. And that BC wilderness is something else too. Those mountains, like, it just, you can't compare. Where I live here is by Hamilton, and they have an escarpment, which is just a hill, and everybody calls it a mountain, and it makes me really irritated. I've gotten over it, but it's, again, you call that a pumpkin? Go big or go home. That's looking pretty good. And I know there's still a bit more here to come. Oh, I wish I could update the title. I'll have to put that on the next one. I do like my puns. It attracts the familiars, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of people in the world without a sense of humor. And maybe it's just me. I take a lot of things seriously, maybe too seriously. But for the most part, I can't help myself but joke about everything. That's a burr. Just attacking that from the other angle now. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,400 this week. And you could be a part of that. Then you can tell all your friends you saw Bigfoot today. I'll do a little tour here. In case any of you are wondering what that key is for, still see the flat. I'm gonna have to take care of the flat, I think. Are you talking about this side here, Christy? Yeah, this I'm gonna have to round it in. Like, ultimately I want the oval. So I might have to actually shrink the back to kind of achieve that egg shape. Yeah, the funniest thing, I can order these keys, like a little tiny tin one. They're like $10. So, again, I like doing ridiculous things. This is the world's most expensive key. Only like $1,000 in manual labor. We'll see if we can make a world's more expensive key. Wow, 134 of you. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Give you the tour. This is the world's most expensive key. Handmade. Appreciate you tuning in. We're winning. I have to plug this phone in. That burr is getting a little aggressive. Alright. There we go again, for anyone wondering. I think I have the guide just a bit too long on this still, but I'm going to leave it till I finish it. Why am I going to have to take out your comments? I'm missing something here. I'm pretty special with an R sometimes. That's alright. Sometimes that's all it is. Yeah, I appreciate you being here too, by the way. You know, it's just as important to me. Even if it's a parasocial connection, having somebody around that is appreciating what I'm doing is amazing. It's all I could ask for. You know? I'm liking the way this end is looking. Come quite a ways from where we started. Still a little tall, but I think that's okay because this effect here is a little deeper than this one. So it kind of adds its own symmetry. And while we got it out, we'll give the new folks a tour. 137 of you. That's what we're grinding. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. I think we got that flat. It is kind of, it's kind of leaning this way a bit. I think we can remedy it a little bit. Whoa, 152. Yeah, that's amazing. And that's the numbers that make me nervous about jumping on with a guitar and singing some songs, you know. I'm gonna do it though. It's a challenge, and challenge accepted. I have a button maker. I wanted to do a button stream where people can tell me what they want on a button. But my printer broke, so I gotta replace that. I want it almost perfect, but to that point, it's not perfection. It's beauty, you know? You can just see here, this is more flat than this side. But I'm going to leave some of that meat to hog out till I get this back part figured out. I think we've got to bring it in a little bit. That's going to help. Need my music back though. The music is lo-fi metal. I forgot what the actual title is called. I'll show you guys. That's looking pretty good. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're just showing up, I'll show you what we're working on in just a second. There we are. So what we're working on is a key. It's just, we're working on the decorative part of it now. We have the functionality of it down. We just got to get the decoration on there. It's looking way better there. I think this actually has to come in a little bit. And that might provide a bit of that symmetry we're talking about. This part got me feeling like a jeweler. It's such a delicate little notch to not cut into the shaft. $176. That is amazing. Appreciate you all being here. Right now we're just working on this key for this old lock. That's looking better. I might get this with the smaller files later. Maybe I'll grab the stuff to start getting in here. Something like that. I agree. The chatting does, it just makes the time fly. I can't believe it's been like over 2 hours. And what I'll do here is, before I start hogging off any more of the outside, I might taper this down here and here, but I'm going to set that design in first, and then I'll trim the outside accordingly. Like, I might flatten this a bit more. Give you folks another tour before I set that up. remove this stuff. Stick these in here for now. Boy. What do you guys think of my fan mail? Here's the big toe. I'm just gonna get set up. I got it set up for the Dremel. It takes a few extra tools. Gonna get some water. This part usually does pretty good, Christy. Little subliminal message in here for you guys. You think smaller? I don't think it'll break as easy as you think. This is like weapons grade aluminum. I couldn't even get a drill bit to go through this, which is why I had to grind it. Are you talking about this line? I take iron every day. This one's because I drove a drill bit through my thumb right here, and it screwed up my nail bed about 12 years ago. Let's move this. But I appreciate the input. God knows I need someone to take care of me. Okay. Water. Let's shift the bit out here. And I swear, none of these cuts on my hands are from tools. This one's from doing the dishes. And then this one's from taking the cat to the vet. I can run a table saw all day and not get hurt till I do the dishes. Yeah, you're not wrong. It might twist. The lock can't go rusty because it's brass, so it might corrode, but I don't think it will. And we'll start here. We'll start smaller. This is going to be a process anyway. Excuse me. Yeah, for anyone wondering, we're just starting a little key. We're working on the decorative end of a second key. Let's give you the tour before we start. I think that'll be nice. I need to grab a cloth. Keep that on deck. My favorite part, switch the lights. Put on your eye protection, everybody. And here we got water. I'll show you the whole setup. So we pour water on here for the grinding process. It'll drip down, and it actually dripped down the vise. And here's all the aluminum from the last run. Yeah, this one's brutal. The problem is I took the cats in, and the cat kicked me right in the same spot. So it's also another cat wound. Friggin' cats. But those are the kittens that were born under the shed. And so here I'm just going to make a hole. Trying to remove some of the vibration. Just a hole big enough I can get a file in it. I'm not going to grind out the whole thing. Yeah, my wife. Good one. Christy, if I had a wife, I wouldn't have a workbench in the house. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your sister. That's sad. Our cats are named Black Noir and Merp, short for Murphy. But she has a really derpy little face, so. And I was able to rehome the mom and 3 of the other kittens. I tell you, that was a pretty special experience to have them all choose me to be their guy. Oh yeah, this is why I was bugging you about the PA. It's Power Fist. It was like $23. So Princess Auto, right, the PA, they sell all sorts of cheap tools. Like, that's how tough this stuff is. So I'm not too worried about it breaking or bending. For anybody wondering. Right now we're just trying to get through the decoration here. Dremels Pilo. It's definitely not stainless steel. I can demonstrate that, because here it is, what I cut it from. And in here is a magnet. It's hard as heck, though. Christy, did you miss it? The Dremel, is that what you're questioning? It's your standard, dentist office one. Open up. When I'm done with this, I'll be able to fill my own cavities. Right, I think I make bits small enough here. That might fill your teeth. That one especially. Welcome, guys. Welcome. 155. We're just trying to get a hole through this key. We're trying to make something like that. This one's just going to be an oval shape with a hole in the middle. And these here keys go into this here trunk. Appreciate you all tuning in and watching. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate all the love. This bit's working a bit faster. Just fix your own teeth. I haven't been to the dentist in like 10 years. I'm joking, by the way. Unless it's titanium, what do you think? It's not titanium. Simo Islam. Good to see you, man. We're on version 2 now. You haven't been here for the other ones. We got her done pretty good. Remember all those scratches that were definitely there and not caused by me? We got most of them out. A couple beauty marks. I think most keys are stainless steel. Yeah, bro, couldn't be here without your wise words of advice for that water, eh? It's been much help. So we're just getting this one through. This is like more of an oval design. It's gonna have like a heart in the middle. Yeah, Simo was one of the first chief engineers of the Alpha project. Yeah, thanks, guys. Welcome to my dentist simulation ASM art channel. My anti-ASMR. Do you want to feel really stressed out? Well, listen to this. Just kidding. Yeah, Simo, someone was chatting to me, well, a couple weeks ago. I took Christmas off there. About, it was like baking soda and vinegar or something in an anode. Yeah, appreciate all the love, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I can't wait to do that trunk project too, Simo. I gotta wait for a little bit warmer weather though. Consistent weather. Right now we've had like rain, snow, freezing, then it's off. It's hard to set anything up for a day. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get a lab coat, full effect. Maybe I'll make my own lab coat first. The baking soda vinegar is to anodize it, so like etching, you know, like when you etch metal and you make it kind of rainbowy, you can change the hue and pick up the actual metal grains. So you can do that with a battery and baking soda and vinegar. Simo's got it. Maybe that's what it was. Somebody short crossed my pathway the other day though. More water. Oh, I know. Like even this, I should have a GoPro on this right now. But maybe for the actual finishing part. Today we're just gonna get through here, I bet. And then I gotta make that hole big enough for one of the small files to fit in. Simo, how did you get so smart? Christy, Simo's one of the guys I was talking about. Just a great little community of people who are proficient at things. And knowledgeable. We're just about through. Guys, if you're tuning in, I appreciate you watching. I'll give you another tour in a second here. Slow and steady. For anyone just tuning in, give you the tour again here. That's what we're aiming for, something like that. And then these keys are going to be for this trunk right here. This one will be a little different because with this one, I had to punch each of these holes with that Dremel and bore them out. These are just the size of the file now. But once I get this hole that big, I can just use the file. Yeah, one of these. On the back, so it would be, here's like kind of the full thing. On the other side, it has a full fold up, so there's a piece that's folded down to the floor. So I can expand the table for bigger projects. Simo, do you like my cartwheels? We built some chains for these bad boys. For the Only Carts project. I'm still working on that. A guide file. What is I'm trying to think of what that would curtail. We gotta be getting close. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're just getting here, I'll show you what we're doing in a second. Christy, have you done any woodworking at all? That's another hobby I would recommend. My favorite thing about woodworking is the smell. Carpentry is just the best smelling trade. Looks deeper than it is, actually. Dripping where I don't want to drip. There we go. I appreciate you guys watching, as always. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. Just topping up the water here, but I'll give you a little tour of what we're working on. For anyone just tuning in, we're just trying to get a hole through here to add the decoration to our key, so it'll look something more like this, just with an oval design. And then these keys for this old trunk over here. And yeah, we'll be doing some woodwork on this channel eventually. The thing about pulling saws out, though, is like they're such a pain to keep out. I'd like to just throw a tarp over them out back. You're not too far, right? PA is Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. And I think if you just swim across the lake, you'll be basically in our backyard over here. Today was minus 12 Celsius. Which is not that cold. Sorry, I take the kids to Erie, down by Port Maitland. Every summer we go over there. Where my father lives in Saskatchewan is like minus 36 right now or something. No, in Celsius. So still above 0 Fahrenheit. I don't have a way to look that up right now. Or I would convert that into dishwashers per second for you. What are you guys in Fahrenheit right now? We probably have pretty close, similar weather. You're just a little bit south of me. Oh, you're just at freezing then about, eh? We're a little colder than you. You got the lakes protecting you down there. They hold a bit of that weather in. Seven. Holy moly. I keep my house at 59 degrees Fahrenheit. I know that because my thermostat's in Fahrenheit. My kids probably hate me. But here's the other thing about Canada. I don't know if you guys have a lovely, lovely carbon tax down there. But my gas bill for my furnace, I pay more in carbon tax than I do for the gas. So I'm pretty stingy about turning the heat on. Thanks to our right and honorable resigned Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. New York. Is that where you were from originally? The thought of New York scares me. It's too big. Too big. Even Toronto. I don't like going to Toronto. I don't like dealing with Toronto. I would love to have a wood stove. I lived in a couple houses that had them when I was a kid. Not old enough to appreciate it, though. Yeah, for the people at home, give you a little tour. We're just trying to get through this key so we can start decorating it. Oh, sorry to hear about your mom. And what, you just hustle and bustle of that too much for you too? Come on, camera. No, right there. Take 2 ceramic pots, size larger than the first, holes in the bottom kind, light at homemade candle underneath. I've seen those little candle furnaces. I've honestly thought about it in the past. Yeah, it's cats and kids, right? It's so close. For the folks at home, that's what we're working at. Yeah, you know what? I lived in the mountains away from everybody, and I miss it now. I live in BC. It's 4,000 kilometers from where I am to my mom's back door. I took it all for granted, though. Well, that's amazing. They put off that much heat, even. That's crazy. Look at the time here. 2:05. I think we'll actually switch this bit out. We'll go to a smaller one. Something like that. Hey, right on. Yeah, for all you watching, folks, I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,400 this week. Oh, so yeah, 4,000 kilometers is like, we'll call it like 86,700 bald eagles. Somewhere in there. No, it'd be like, but it'd be the same for you if you drove to Washington State, right? Not the coast, but just the state. If you hit the other side of Montana, I think Montana, BC, and Alberta share a border. So it'd be like 2,000 miles or something. Yeah, Kirsty, I agree. I always enjoy talking to my southern neighbors, and that's all we are in the end. Everybody is, I've been thinking a lot about how we all relate, because everything in the world has been so polarizing lately, and I've come to realize we are all a lot more familiar with each other than anything else. We all enjoy pizza and burgers and laughing, and the same things are funny. And so it's just super cool to, kind of experience that too. Even if it is in sort of a parasocial way, I really appreciate just my fellow humans. So there's that for you. And I appreciate pushing the stream and subscribing. I'll hit you back as soon as I'm done this one. I got about probably 10 more minutes and I'm going to pack it up too. I got to go get the goobers from the school. Yeah, cool. I was hoping this little one would be able to at least break through for this stream. This is like super dentist vibes though, so make sure you're strong. Also kind of some like dinosaur vibes if you think about like T-Rex. Oh, we're just about to do it. It's crazy how it pushes it out. We'll be there in a minute. Then we can celebrate. I can see our other day watchers have kind of fallen off too. It always happens around this time. There's a huge midday rush with these streams. Let's flip it. Right? Even 10, 12. When I started, I had like 3 people. And it's still... That's 3 people's time. Alright, let's get it, like, popping an aluminum pimple. There we go. Alright, yeah, 68 now, right on. There we go, we made it. That's the first step. Now we'll just make this hole big enough I can get, if I have one here, a little round file. So there's a ways to go yet. Then I can do most of the hogging out with that. And for you folks still watching, that's what we've been building here. I love the sound of this log. Here's one of the ones I finished. Sorta, I need to polish this heavy duty still. Again, and if you are interested in this project, these locks have a little code right here. You can even order these keys. Or you could build your own if you're crazy like me. But for today, that's where I'm going to leave it. I've got to clean up this workbench. I know the kids are going to want to do something when they get home. I know they have a broken Barbie they want looking at fixing here. But I appreciate you all watching. Christy, I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a fantastic evening. And hope I'll catch you again sometime. I will come subscribe to your channel. I will watch your videos. And yeah, like you're saying, it's nice to meet you. Switch to the camera 2 position, as always. Yeah, as always, be safe. That world's crazy. For the rest of you, make sure you like and subscribe. We're doing a pumpkin seed giveaway at some point. Yeah, Christy, God bless with that, eh? I wish you the best. And just there's an old saying, right? To begin, begin. I'm all about the cheesy mantras over here. A big toe for you. Take care. Boy, that Dremel is wet. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope you all have a fantastic end of your week here. We made it to Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow with a new adventure. For anyone wondering what we've been up to, we've been building these keys for this old trunk here. Appreciate the love, guys. Bigfoot signing out.